Hi guys, welcome back to SimUK. This is ETS2, and this is quite a momentous video in two significant ways. First of all, this is the first time I have put together a video series for the benefit of my Patreons, and I apologise to all my Patreons because I haven't managed to do this sooner. It took me a while to figure out how the best way to approach this was, and I think this is the right way to do it. So what you can expect as a Patreon is 10 episodes of ETS2. It will eventually make its way onto YouTube, but you guys will certainly have early access, and you'll be watching, if you enjoy it, that is, you'll be watching Series 2, whilst everybody else is watching Series 1. So today is a momentous occasion for another reason, in that I have an actual truck shifter attached to my G29 for the first time ever. Now, it's not the probably the best known variant, which is no longer available for whatever reason. It is a cheap knockoff from, I don't know where I got it from, China, let's say, and it took about a month to get here. It cost me £125. Came with an additional digital display thing. I don't know why. It was quite late. I think I may have been a little bit tipsy when I ordered it. But anyway, it's here. I've plugged it in. It's on the G29 right next to me now. It's already, I can see one issue with it. The way that it's attached to the controller is great. I mean, it won't lift off, but it does spin round left and right rather freely. And basically it's got two generic screws in there. I think I'm going to have to take those out and swap them for something else. But on the most part, it seems to be working. So let's jump in for the first time ever. See if we can figure out how to set this up. Now, I know how to set this up because I've watched a video on how to do it. Is my steering sensitivity right? Right. First of all, I need to add it here. It's called a Blueberry Joy. I've no idea why it's called that. No, can't figure it out. Where do we do this? Keys and buttons, it must be. Come down here. I'm expecting my daughter to come bursting in any moment because she's grumpy today, and so is Mummy. So it makes for a lovely grumpy atmosphere in the house. It really does. Oh, here we go. Why couldn't I find this a minute ago? So I'm using what? ZF16 speed. I may have to change that to be appropriate. But what do we do here? We do toggle 1. No, I don't know which one is which, so we're going to absolutely guess. Toggle 2. And then we put that on. And I think that's it. Now we'll go and test it. So let's just drive. Hopefully I haven't got a delivery on the go at the moment. I'm rather hoping we're just in the truck, so I can get a bit of practice before we put a trailer. Oh no, I've got my own trailer, haven't I? Of course. I may have to park up, leave my trailer somewhere and go for a little test drive. We're also using the Fusion wireless head tracker from D-Land Clip. Fantastic bit of kit. And of course the Cytec side panel. Where would we be without it? Oh yes, I remember parking here. Yes, I remember parking here. Okay, right, let's have a go at this. So where are my gears? That's 1 low. That's 1 high. I come out of that and switch up. Then we've got 5 low and 5 high. That's absolutely awesome. Okay, I'm liking that a huge amount. So I think what we'll do, I think what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is look at the world map. Uno memento. Oh, look at this. An undiscovered. Yeah, actually I want to go there to the garage. I want to see what engine we have and see if we can't get a gear shifting scenario set up that matches it. Alright, let's try and remember my buttons. Going to be a bit tight this, but I think we should be fine. Need to get some more mirrors on this truck. Well, that was a very smooth gear change, wasn't it? Almost like a professional. Almost. Big truck coming. Wow. That does work pretty well, I've got to say. Quite happy with that. So hopefully, hello to everybody out there in YouTube land. It's the first time I've configured this, so if you are one of my patrons watching this video, then please say hello in comments, because I've no idea if this is working or not. Here we go, up into the big leagues. I thought that was going to be much harder to get used to, but it's already starting to feel really quite natural. We'll see how I do in a emergency situation. What's going on here? This is an odd bit of road. Oh, and all of a sudden, oh, I see what I did. Yes. Okay, first mistake. I forgot to change back down the gears. I was quite happily doing the high and the low gears, and neglected to drop back down to the low gears there. Right, it's quite early in the morning, I rather suspect. I think I've gone the wrong way a little bit. Saying go up here and turn right. Okay, we can do that. I see the garages. Oh, you're very kind, sir. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going, but thank you. I think we are going over there, aren't we? Slight stutter on the DAF dealership. I'm guessing they're not open at this time of day. Let's find out. Yep, they're closed. Okay, let's try some reversing. Is there somewhere for me to park over there, perhaps? I'm not convinced there is. We asked this gentleman nicely, he might let us leave our trailer here for the evening. Have I got enough money to buy this garage? Because it's very convenient having a garage that repairs your truck right next to the place where you keep your trucks. it looks like we can sleep here. There we go. Bit of luck. Right, out of gear. Handbrake is on and engine is off. Fantastic. We'll have a little snooze and then in the morning we'll go and check what gear settings we've got, what transmission setup we have. Right. I absolutely love this truck, but the only issue I have with this truck are the air brakes. They tend to make this noise pretty much every time I stop. Excuse me, just grabbing some tea. The truck's a bit damaged as well. There we go, okay. Get that into... We're not going far. Good morning, Mr. Daff. Now, I know you're not officially our... Oh, what time is it now? Sunday. Ah, they're not open today. Well, that sucks, Royal Biscuits. I didn't realise that straight away. Alright then. We are going to get out of Dodge. Waiting around. Let's just come out into neutral. Just have a quick look at the map. See if we can't pick up a job nice and close. Now, what I want to do, guys, in this first series is sort of clear maybe this top route here. So from Saint Petersburg all the way over here to Pori or Pori or Pori or however you pronounce that. So I'd like to get a job that sort of comes up here and just tick off as many of these roads over here as I possibly can. That would be ideal. So let's see if we can find a freight job. No, sorry, cargo market. Nothing very exciting, but this is going to earn us the money that we need in order to... get more interesting jobs, I guess. Well, that's jolly odd. Why can't I find any jobs up here? I can't seem to zoom in that camera. It's a real pain in the backside. So, there's loads of stuff going from Russia. Surely, to goodness, there's some jobs around here. So we've got one here that goes up to the top. That could be quite good. It seems that this area is a little bit tricky for finding jobs. So what is this job? Some pears by the looks of things. 15 tons of pears. No, that's starting there and coming here, isn't it? This is a tad tricky. Trying to find a job when you're up in Russia. There's hardly any spots. That's kind of what the issue is. I can't zoom in. That is really annoying. That's no good to us. That's no good to us. That's no good to us. We're going to have something that's sort of from Saint Petersburg, I guess. Yeah. Okay, right. That's fine. Sorry. Being a bit dim there. That one's going out as far sort of northeast as you can possibly go. So let's go take that on, and we'll tick off that bit of road as a result. That seems like an idea. Whether it's a good one or not, it's open for dispute, obviously. Do need a mirror on that front so I can see what's going on there a bit better. Okay, sat nav, you're taking me this way. Well, they do drive fast in Russia, don't they? Goodness me. Let's find a gap. This is a dangerous intersection right here. Alright, we're going to have to pull out a little bit. Sorry, van, you're going to have to wait, mate. Nice one. This lady's not going to wait for me, or is she? I'm sure we can squeeze in there. So this is totally unrealistic because nobody's beeping at me or giving me hand gestures or just being incredibly annoyed and aggressive about my complete and total blocking off of the road. What is going on? Why is nobody moving? Here we go. Slowly but surely. I'm conscious of that van. Very close but clear. Right, well, we're on the highway, we got some fuel, we've had some sleep. We should be pretty good. Not sure what the speed limit is around here. Coming up into the highway speeds. I'm aware that I'm meant to be matching revs, but we'll probably deal with that either later in this series or at the beginning of next series, because I've only just got the shifter, so it's a lot of extra work for my right hand to do, especially considering I prefer to have a shifter on the left. And what I should have done, and you know, I feel a bit stupid that I didn't, I should have held out for a European shifter. But I didn't. I saw this, I thought it was a good deal. Like I say, I may or may not have been rather tipsy at the time, and as a result, just checking I don't have a higher gear than 6th. As a result, I've ended up with the right-hand drive system. But that's actually okay because it's more in keeping. It's more in keeping with the setup that we've got here, because we are left-hand drive. So I've still got Christmas presents in here. We'll have to get rid of those. That's no good, is it? Oh crap. attention there. That's 155 million% my fault. I saw something really interesting earlier, by the way. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, I saw something really interesting earlier. Sorry, just trying to get up some speed, and we're coming off here as well, aren't we? Yeah, earlier on I was driving along and I saw a tanker over on the opposite side of the road that was on fire, believe it or not, and I've never seen that before in ETS, so I'm not sure if that's a new thing that's just been added. Looks like we've got a new bit of road here that I'm not familiar with. Why are we stopping? The Russian roundabout. We need to be going left as well, so I'm totally in the wrong lane. That little white car's cutting me up. In fact, they all are. They all want to come across. Oh, Mr. Gear. First time that's happened. Getting a bit panicky on this strange, totally unfamiliar Russian roundabout system. Can't drive and speak at the same time, it seems. Or can't speak and think is probably another accurate description. There's no markings on the road. It's very confusing. How did I stall then? Whoops. Right, let's get down into these low gears. As expected, I'm pretty au fait with the gear shifting. Right up until I need to do it quickly, like instinctively, immediately. And then I have some problems. Wait a minute. It is in there, isn't it? Bugger. Do you know that green arrow on the green arrow on the sat-nav totally tricked me into thinking I was the green arrow. Or am I the green arrow? I am the green arrow. But where the heck is this pickup point? No, I'm not the green arrow. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn around here. And I don't care who likes it. That's a very Russian looking vehicle right there. With that flat front. So we must be going to Bat, I'm thinking. Unless that's it back there. If that's it back there, I'm going to be most irritated with myself. Right, the traffic's held up. I think we're going to go round. I think I'm regretting that decision already. course, Russia. When in Rome. I've seen Russian videos. Goodness me, I couldn't find the enter key. Alright, cargo market. So yes, we want... I think... Is it this one? No. This one? Yes. Natural rubber, 21 tons of. For £763? I'm rather more tempted to go with this one, to be honest. Wish I could zoom in a bit so I could see what's going on over there. Let's just go to the world map. You see, I think the delivery that we're picking up would allow us to go and clear off all this space, and I'd like to do it whilst we're here. So I am going to take that then. I'm going to take that silly little job. Where is it? 19 tons. Oh man, have I lost it already? Natural rubber. There we go. Oh, what? Oh god. Cargo market. Natural rubber. Take the job. There we go. Got there in the end. So we'll swing in here. Very close to this trailer here. Oh, actually not too bad, according to my mirror. We'll settle for that. I like the angle out. Handbrake on. Turn the engine off. And pick up our cargo. Cargo has been loaded. So this first episode is probably going to be incredibly short. I'm going to do one delivery per episode. And I'm thinking at the end of each episode, maybe I'll do a long one. So maybe the last 2 episodes will be one very long delivery split into 2 parts or something like that. That's the idea. Let me know in the comment section what you think, because I'm only going to be putting together maybe 1 or 2 at a time. Obviously I have a lot of time limitations and stuff with my work commitments and obviously my family commitments as well. So time is not as free and available as it has been over the last couple of years. Well, not that it's been all that available in the last couple of years, but it's even less so now. So yeah, I do tend to have to sort of batch record. Like I'll get 2 or 3 hours free one day, and I'll just try and get as many videos done as I can in that time. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I won't be doing that with this series. So I'll very much be looking forward to your feedback and suggestions, etc. I am going to get a camera. That's the plan for the next episode, to have a camera in here above my head. I quite like that shot, so you can see all the gear changes and everything that I'm doing. I think that'll look pretty cool. But yeah, I have learnt so much about USB devices in the last couple of weeks. I recently resolved a Dirt 2 oh bugger. I clearly don't know how that works. Oh. So I'm not matching revs at the moment. Anyway, sorry, that distracted me ever so slightly. So yes, I've recently discovered that on Dirt 2 I was having some serious stutter issues. Sometimes they'd be tiny minor little things like an irritation, and other times they'd be quite significant. And caused me quite a lot of aggravation. And all it was that my G29 was plugged into a USB hub. I plugged it directly into the front of the PC. All the stutters stopped. So yeah, that's just one scenario where USB hubs have caused me an issue. The other issue I'm having right now is endpoints. USB devices have endpoints, and if you exceed those endpoints, then the USB controller basically falls on its arse. Don't even think about it, little car. Thank you very much. So all the issues that I've been having over the past year and a half, trying to stream, and G29s turning off and cameras turning off, and all the issues that I've had has all been down to the number of USB endpoints that I have. Now most devices, most sort of dumb terminals if you will, like a mouse or a keyboard or whatever, have maybe 1 or 2 endpoints, and you can have I think a maximum of 12. I want to say 12, but I'm thinking 18. Might be thinking 18 because I'm playing this game, but anyway, it's either 12 or 18, I forget which. And let's not roll the bloody thing. And yeah, so because I have an Oculus Rift, each device, by device I mean the headset and the sensors, take up sort of 7 endpoints each. So you can easily see how I'm quickly going over the limit there. But that being said, it seemed to have worked pretty well for a while before stopping working. And well, that's weird. You can come in this way, but you can't go back out this way. That is interesting. How am I going to get out of here then? Presumably I'll have to turn off this road over here. Not seen that before. But yeah, it's very much a balancing act, so that the USB controller can maintain its... Oh crap, that's 100% my fault. I am so sorry. Apologies. Is there something behind me? Oh god. Well, that turned an otherwise perfectly oh god, a very straightforward video into something very different, didn't it? Sorry, I got too many things going on in my head, and I get to wipeout point so quickly now. I'm not going to bore you with this, but prior to my accident I never had a wipeout point. I used to just keep going. But now it's very easy for my brain to get overloaded. It's a horrible experience. If you've ever met anybody who's sort of, you know, for want of a better word, a bit slow, perhaps, on the uptake. God, I nearly blew the engine then. Then, you know, they're experiencing the same sort of thing that I am. So in essence, I am a bit slow. It's incredibly frustrating when you know what you're capable of, or were capable of, and because of one drunken woman you no longer have that capacity. It is most infuriating. Anyway, on a slightly more positive note, this shifter seems to be working really well. It's certainly adding to the immersion a tad. I'm going to have to practice with it a lot. It doesn't feel natural at the moment at all. But I like the idea of it. Wrong gear. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into a bit of ETS. It is tricky using this thing. I don't know if you've ever tried using one yourself. I know some of you out there are full-time, like professional drivers, so it'll be like second nature to you. But for an absolute newbie tube like myself, it's yeah, it's incredibly, it's not difficult, but it's challenging, and it really does sort of distract you from what you're meant to be doing or focusing on. Right, let's get down into these low gears. I seem to have shifted up into the high gears again. I think we should be able to just roll straight in here. First time, like a charm. Not perhaps the straightest. It's not perhaps the straightest of parks. But, you know, we are in, it's green, and that's what counts. And I'm going to wrap it up there for the first time ever on this Patreon special, and say thank you to all my Patreons. I really genuinely do appreciate it. Not just those that are still with me, but those who have been and gone. Every little helps, and it just, you know, it's impossible for a small YouTube channel to just maintain, just, you know, even stay alive relying entirely on YouTube revenue. There just is none at all. I mean, we're not anywhere near big enough a channel to make any kind of profit whatsoever. We're constantly running at a loss, and every little bit really does help sort of keep us afloat. And you know, I'm doing my best to get decent content out there, but I am short of time, quite often short of energy. But I am constantly trying to improve the quality of my streams, the quality of my videos. Obviously this shifter here would not have been possible if it wasn't for you guys. So I thank you so much, and hopefully off the back of that, when we get the camera up for the next episode, that you'll sort of get to enjoy the experience as much as I am. Wow, struggling to speak today. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go now, and hopefully I'll see you again next week for the next episode. Till then, take care. Thank you. Bye for now. Almost forgot to drop the delivery off there. Ranked up to level 9. Very nice. Current company job offers. Oh, yeah. Look at this. What should we do? Some long distance, some high value, some eco driving. Oh, weird. I thought I had one to spend. Apparently not. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to head back into St. Petersburg and we're going to take on a job that takes us, I don't know, up that way somewhere. But I kind of want to tick all the cities off along the way. Ah, there's not many. That's a bit of a pain. I was hoping to stop here at Viborg, whatever it's called. They all seem to be long jobs. Okay, well, not to worry, because we've got a bit of time between now and the next episode, so hopefully something cool will arrive. I'm probably just going to... In fact, is there somewhere for me to park? Let's get a world map. Yeah, it's a little rest stop here. I'm going to go park up there, guys, and... say thank you ever so much for watching. Take care. Till next time. Goodbye. For now.